Thank you, Senator. Senator Whitmire, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President, members, and thank you, Senator Alvarado, for bringing this memorial resolution. It gives us an opportunity once more, Ms. Almendarez, to let you and your family know that Officer Almendarez will never be forgotten. And as the Senator just mentioned, we will always have your back. But I rise today to acknowledge not only that great public servant, Deputy Almendarez, but I want everyone to know your courage as well and how you're fulfilling his request to take care of yourself and so you can tell the story and put a face on the tragedy that we're addressing with legislation later this afternoon. I have had the honor of chairing criminal justice for many years, and I always let the family of victims have all the time that they need to express their sorrow, to represent their loved one. Scores, unfortunately, of tragedies we've heard, but Ms. Almendarez, no one compares with the description and the vivid details that you gave in committee last week. I think your opening remarks were that you had not disclosed that to anyone. The damage that the officer, injury, and that he was having trouble breathing and still communicating with you. So I know some peace officers and law enforcement officers that were in the room last week, and they said it just set them back too. And as painful as that was for you, as I said in the committee, you're doing your duty and your husband's duty by giving us that vivid description so it can impact not only this body, but anyone that heard your voice and is now hearing our voice to repeat your tragedy. And I mentioned to you in closing last week, your being there made a difference. The legislation is moving through this body and will get to the House, and I think it's safe to say it will become law. We're not only enhancing the penalty for the theft of catalytic converters. If someone has catalytic converters in their possession, the presumption is, Ms. Almendarez, they're a thief, and we will hold them accountable. So I want you to know, as we honor this fallen hero, your husband, your loved one, and the piece of legislation is actually being named in his honor, that I wish there was words I could express that would do better than I'm expressing them. But I want you to know your courage, your husband's courage, is just unparalleled in the halls of this body, and you are making a huge difference, not only for your family and you and your husband, but for all Texans. This is going to be the toughest catalytic converter bill in the United States, largely because of your courage of coming and being the most meaningful witness that I can recall since I've been chairing criminal justice. So thank you. Thank you, Representative Wally.